All right, guys, what's going on? This is Winston at Retune.com, and I'm actually going to walk you through our Connect 2. So right now we're at the home page of Retune.com, and let's actually go to one of the Connect 2s we have, which is going to be my guy, Just KP. So we type in justkp.com, and you'll notice that it reverts over to or forwards over to the direct link to his Connect 2. And so on here, we have a Connect 2, right? And so if you look through it, how we built this was to be a website mixed with a landing page, mixed with the EPK, kind of all in one to provide artists with the best features to make it easier for consumers to consume their content. So right up top, we got the main image. If you click on your menu button, you have several different sections, which we'll go over in a second, which is your music archive page, video archive. You have events, if you have any events or shows coming up. You have a store for e-commerce, and then you also can take booking requests via email. So we'll close that off for now. The first thing we'll do is let's click on the news section. And so what happens is we're jumping, and his first news article is right here. So these are little small press releases we try to create anytime anybody that has a Connect who has anything going on. And what they allow us to do is just create a narrative around your content. So instead of just creating a release or having a piece of music out and just saying, hey, go get my music on Spotify or Apple Music, you can actually say, hey, go get my music, but, read this article first or read this piece of content first. And it kind of keeps you up to date with what is going on in Just KP's music journey or any other artist that we write a press release on. So you'll notice once again, we have him up here writing a little bit of press on him. They're not very long, but they're, like I said, we just try to get to the point of this is what's going on with Just KP. The dope thing about having a Connect page versus, like I said, having a standalone website is, one, we're able to do these press releases on you for any new piece of content you have, but also it connects, all the Connect pages are connected. So this is a guy we have out of Fresno, California named Freyo. We have Mirac over here. We also have my guy Capone over here. And what that allows us to do is, if I'm a fan of Just KP, I'm coming to read his content, but I may also say, okay, who's this other artist over here? And it's a way to connect independent artists to share your core fan bases with each other without it being this, this social network per se, where, everyone's just on one platform and everyone's talking at the same exact time. We try to make sure all the press releases we do are really based on music related content, which makes, that, the press releases are actually premium pieces of content, I would say. And it's not just a whole bunch of noise trying to get attention. But once again, you can go over to any one of these artists' news feeds or press release, and it would have information on them. But we're going to stick back to Just KP and just walk through his page a little bit more. So you click up top, it takes right back to that main page for Just KP. And then also over here, if we select the album button here, it's going to scroll us down to his album. Over here, you'll be able to pick any piece of music that he has. Any stream that you want for his music, right? So if I click on this pick your stream, it's going to take you to a smart URL. Now, a lot of clients that we have already have hyperlinks set up and things of that nature. But if you don't, we'll set up smart URLs for you. Just allowing people to have this pivot page, which allows them access to really pick where they can go get your music, whether it be Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify. If you're independent artist, you probably see these a lot directly on people's Instagram feeds or things of that nature. And what we like to do with that Connect 2 is say, instead of making this your hub, make this a piece of the story, right? Because if I just have this by itself, you may not get the other information that you may get with having once again, a Connect 2 or a full artist website where you're able to get an artist bio, and just other pieces of information on the artist that we're going to see in a second. So once again, that has just content on his latest album. And if you scroll down here, this is your new release section. So it's going to have your latest video. Artist, also you get an artist bio, and also you have attachment to an unlimited mailing list, meaning that you can start knowing the people who are listening to your music. The one great thing about streaming services is that they open you up to, everybody to stream your content. The bad thing about it is that you're kind of passing off your potential customer or potential fan to another application, so you never really get that true data, right? The people who like your music literally just become a number instead of a human being, right? And so with this, it allows you to direct people to your Connect page. If they want to join your mailing list, cool. If they just want to go to your streaming, cool. But they're able to pick what they do versus you just send them to these streaming applications and you never know who's actually liking your music. If I go over here to music, on his music button, it's going to take me to now his older project. So Full Moon Blue is Just KP's newest project, and then he has Just Be You, and then The Lost Son of Miles Davis, which are his older projects. And on this music page, I also have options to go to the video section, right? And in your video section, you have up to we can hold up to 20 different videos on your music or on your content. And the one thing about our video section that we add, which is a small detail, but I think is an important detail, is if you look over here to the side, it's going to have information on the credited people within the video. So, if you have directors or producers of the music, whatever that, whoever that is, we can credit them with your content all in this one page. So, the one thing we didn't want to miss by having you in a your own domain setting or your own page is making sure that they get the consumers that do get your content, if they do go to watch your video on your page, we still have that information there that they can really direct themselves and say, okay, I like the video. If I'm an independent artist who's Northside Productions, maybe I'll give them a contact, right? You never know. And then, so that's your music section, that's your video section. Booking is once again with your emails. And then let's go to stores. So we also connect third-party storefronts and third-party events. So like a bands in town and things of that nature. So once again, this is Just KP is a sponsored artist on Retune.com. So this is a demo of what a store page would look like. He currently doesn't have a store up. But if he did, once again, you can set up a Square Up store. There's a really cool site. This site right here is Spreadshirt.com, which you can set up. And you can do e-commerce directly from your Connect pages too. And once again, if you saw that, very seamless. I literally clicked on store. It took me over to this page and just made it a very clean and easy maneuver for someone to get my content. And so, this is your Connect page. And once again, if you look through this, we just wanted to have it be as functional as possible for people to consume your content, period, right? Just make it really easy for people to consume your content. If you're an independent artist and you don't have this, go to Retune.com. You'll see more information about all the other features that are in the Connect page. And we'd love to do some work with you. So once again, you just go to Retune.com and go to the design section, and you'll see all the information about the Connect page. And yeah, thank you for watching the video.